So this is it. After 13 events that would finish off most mere mortals, the WRC survivors have made it to the final rally, Britain. After the extremes of heat and cold in countries as diverse as Kenya and Sweden, it may seem an anticlimax. But the truth is very different. The Rally of Great Britain runs on private roads around Wales. The surface ranges from tarmac to gravel, and when the British weather turns bad, pure mud. And at the end of it, not just a rally winner, but a champion of the world.
Hello there and welcome back to some more WRC. Today we'll continue on with our Let's Play. This is episode 28. In today's episode it's time for the final rally, the Rally Great Britain on the professional difficulty. Okay, so here we are in our final voyage out onto a rally with the Hyundai, the Accent, which has actually been holding up a lot better than I would expect it to. So, Rally Great Britain, if you don't know, again, as the game says, you'd think it sounds like an anti-climax. However, this is an extremely tough rally in terms of this game. It's very narrow, it's very bumpy, and also a certain AI driver around these tracks is ridiculously quick in my experience. Richard Burns basically dominates this rally, so I really am not expecting a win here. If I get above third, I'll be amazed, because if I remember on normal difficulty, this was sort of a big kick in the teeth rally. This was, you know, we had so much momentum going into here. You know, we won all 13 rallies pretty easily, in all honesty. But as soon as we got to this rally, it was like just an instant shock to the system, because Burns just dominates all of the stages all of the time. So do not expect a win here. A second place would be nice, third place probably more likely, but either way it's pretty much, well, unless, you know, we get disqualified for being strangely good with a Hyundai Accent. Yeah, this is pretty much confirmed that we're gonna get the title as Alistair McRae in the little Accent, which is fine. And to be honest with you, we've won, I think, I'm trying to think, 10 out of the 14 rallies? Provided we don't win this one, because I really don't expect to. So, that's actually pretty darn good. We lost Finland marginally. I'm still pissed off about that. We got third in Portugal and second in Argentina, I think it was. And in all honesty, if I was to go back to those, I could probably beat them. So, the only, you know, even Finland, to be fair, provided I don't make a stupid mistake, I could probably win in Finland as well. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. This Hyundai, I've got to say, has actually been quite good. And I don't want to say it too loudly, because it'll irritate some people, and to be fair, if I was watching this, it would irritate me as well, but this might be better than the Subaru. In terms of an all-round car, it just seems more agile. It's better at the, you know, tighter rallies. In all honesty, it's better at this rally than the Subaru was, because the Subaru is a much bigger vehicle. It's more mass to throw around. Sure, it probably handled, I think the straight line speed was better in the Subaru. The actual overall handling, there's a very minor difference. I'd probably say because this weighs less, I'd imagine, unless there's like some weird minimum weight limit. This is an easier car to just chuck around and stuff. Acceleration wise, I'm not too sure, but yeah, as an overall package, the Accent's turned out to actually be quite a good car. I only really picked it on a whim, because there's not really many chances we get to drive a Hyundai Accent in the WRC games, but it's turned out to actually be quite a good little companion, to be honest with you. And not one I was actually expecting to like by the end of this, but there we go. We were the quickest, we were quicker with that stage than when we did it in the Subaru. I've got to admit, when I did do the Subaru episode, I was meant to be somewhere, so I was sort of like trying to get through it as fast as possible, even still. Arnold Schwartz is in 4th. How's Oh wow, Ericsson's way down. Never mind, I was about to say where is our good old teammate in Hyundai, see if you can get that 6th place, but I doubt you can. Stage number 2 then, and of course it's Wales, so we're going to have some rain in here.
3, 2,
Adverse conditions are definitely a
50,
common
right
theme
4,
among the Welsh rally.
long,
It's
left
very
4,
clear the developers tried to make this rally like the
200,
ultimate,
very long,
you know,
right 3,
fuck you rally towards the end of it, which I guess is fine, if that's what they wanted to do. It does, it's just the difficulty curve of this rally does seem a bit steep, but then again, it is, well, it's probably just about as consistent as it is on the other rallies in terms of, you know, every now and again there's just a rally where a driver ends everything.
over jump,
I'd need to
right
watch
2,
through the normal rally videos again, but it wouldn't surprise me if Tommy Mäkinen was,
into long,
you know,
right
by
5,
far and away the quickest driver in Finland, or can't remember who he lost to in the other rallies, but, you know, they were also quite quick,
into
so.
long, left 4,
It does make me slightly regret not picking Richard Burns as our driver for the first season. I was tempted, I really was, and then I saw Petter Solberg and I saw he had no rally wins, and you know me, I'm a bit of a fan of the underdogs, you know. If they haven't got many championship points to their name, chances are I'm probably going to end up picking that. It's a lesson I probably won't learn from in the upcoming game, so don't worry too much about that. I doubt you're going to see that go away, you know, especially with some of the cars we've got picked out. Let's just say the next game, WRC 2, while, you know, this game we had the Subaru, which was a rally winner, a pretty darn successful rally car, one of the most, you know, important of all time, blah 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 blah. Richard Burns did win his title in one. Petter Solberg would eventually win his title in a similar sort of car, not quite the same, but, you know, an evolution of in 2003. But yeah, WRC 2, even on professional difficulty, I'm certainly not picking a championship destroying car for that, let me fucking tell you. No Citroen Zara in WRC 2 on the main channel, which might infuriate some. Don't worry, a Citroen Zara will happen at some point, because it's me, you know, I've got to be anal and drive every single car, and at least try and drive most of the generations of the cars, you know. It's a bit of a shame that they didn't make like a WRC 2000, because we would have seen some different cars in that. You know, you would have seen the first evolution of the Hyundai and the first evolution of the Skoda before they became slightly more complete WRC cars later on. 13 seconds down on Burns, I don't care. Like I said, in this rally, honest to God, this rally is such a throwaway, it's unreal. I'm not expecting anything whatsoever. That was still apparently our quickest stage time, even though we fell over. Brilliant. Yeah, Hyundai definitely recommended for... Actually, no, I would say Hyundai recommended for this, but in all honesty, what I'd actually recommend is just playing as Richard Burns. That's probably the easiest way to get through this rally, and that's probably what I'm going to have to do in the end. Okay, more adverse weather conditions, a lot more rain this time round. This is the stage I played earlier today for the thumbnail, I know that much. So, don't be surprised if I know me way around, and by know me way around I mean will I fuck. Also, I must say actually, a quick word, I do want to apologise. I said I'd turn the map off in one of the previous videos, and I did, and the map stayed off for all of the stage, and then I turned it on because on the playthroughs channel I was like, right, I'll show off all the HUD elements, but yeah, apparently I didn't turn off the, or didn't forget to turn it back off, so unfortunately you've had the map the entire time. I've got to be completely honest with you, I haven't looked at it, I really haven't. You know, if you had eye tracking software somehow, you would see the fact that I'm not paying any attention to it, really, to be honest with you. I'm more paying attention to how the road's going, because I'm used to playing rally games and sort of looking more towards the middle of the screen, A, to figure out where I'm going, and also, you know, to look at the pace notes up there, so I can't say I'm paying much attention to the map. I mean, come on, if I was paying attention to the map a bit more, I'd probably drive a lot better than I have been doing. So, yeah, don't worry too much. I know it's a bit weird for this game to have a map. I know it's cheaty, whatever, but I promise you, I really have not been paying all that much attention to it. So, yeah, don't worry too much about that. You haven't, yeah. If you think it's sacrilege to use a map in a WRC game, then, well, I haven't been looking at it. It's been there, but I haven't been paying attention to it. It's also pretty hard to follow, really, just sort of looking at it, because it's literally just a yellow dot travelling down a road, you know, there's no indication of what your travelling direction is or anything of that sort, so it's not really that useful, in all honesty. And trying to work out how big corners are and stuff from it's a bit of a nightmare. And of course a map can't tell you about little undulations in the road and stuff like that, so yeah, a little bit of a useless feature. And I guess if you want the more authentic rally experience, you'd be much better off with the next game, which doesn't have a map and also has the whole service areas and stuff of that sort, and yeah, woo. Can you hear the excitement in my voice for the fact that I'm going to have to deal with service areas and trying to keep my car in one piece and... ugh. I'll tell you what, that's going to be a... it's not going to be a fun thing, I assure you. In fact, in all honesty, most people are probably going to know by the first episode just not to watch any more of it, because the first rally is always Monte Carlo, and I'm always bad at Monte Carlo, apart from this game where apparently I'm quite good at it, but yeah, in the future games, do not expect to see a master Monte Carlo. Are you serious? The fucking finish line's there. And the car decides to fall over. I'm not going to miss the way the cars fall over. I know they fixed that in the next few games, so... yeah. Fucking car had to fall over. We was actually on for a pretty decent time, in all honesty. But, yeah, apparently that wasn't our quickest run either. Can't say I'm surprised. I think that might have been the stage where I got some time up on Burns first time around. I've dropped behind Carlos Sainz now, but only just. Going into stage number 4. Oh yes, I remember this. This is the night stage that well and truly is a night stage.
2, 1,
Fortunately, it's not 4 o'clock in the afternoon as I record this. It's 2 AM at night in a very, very dark room. So no reflection whatsoever on this one. I can, well, shouldn't need to turn up the brightness on the old goggle box. To be honest, I don't really care at this point either. As long as I beat Carlos Sainz in his final rally, because Richard Burns has gone off to go do his own little special whatever, you know. Let him do what he needs to do. If he wants to win this rally, then yeah, he's definitely winning now, because apparently I can't stop making the car fucking fall over. Like I said, I'm almost certain in WRC 2 the car like naturally bounces around and stuff, so I don't want to use the reset button too much in that game. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. We are 9th, which is fun. Don't really need to pay too much attention to that time gate though. It's more the next few time gates you got to worry about. But it's pretty interesting that even on professional, I don't think I'm driving that much better than I did in the Subaru. Burns is pulling roughly the same sort of gap and stuff that he would in this difficulty. I do wonder, it's a bit of a conspiracy theory, don't get me wrong, but I do wonder if maybe they put the professional AI on Burns by accident in normal difficulty when it came to this stage, or like they were trying to use it as like a warning to players, I guess, of like what's to come. Maybe? I'm not 100% sure, but that's sort of a little conspiracy theory, if you will, that I've got yeah,
100
maybe they
caution, over
injected
jump.
his AI to bring it up a little bit more to make you A, think Richard Burns is the greatest driver alive, which in fairness, he was one of the very best, but you know, to like scare you away from choosing professional, I guess. I don't know.
50, left 2.
In fairness, thinking about this, if he wins this rally, which he more than likely is going to, he's going to get 10 points, which I think in real life he only ended the championship with like 41, 42 points, something like that, so he's actually pretty bang on to what he was in real life. I mean, yeah, of course, Tommy Mäkinen and Carl Sainz have sort of left him for dead a little bit in that regard, but 14 seconds down, whoop.
Into right 4.
Again, it's another weird one, because usually in night stages they're a little bit more
50, left 3.
forgiving in terms of the AI timing, but apparently not on this one.
Right 3.
As long as I don't take out the lights, we good. We Gucci. I can't believe I said that.
Right 2. 150.
Again, I've been like down with the kids recently. Corey Taylor released a song with a Tech 9 in it. Except there's like a number in his name somewhere, because he is hip yo. And his verses were hot, sick, fire. Am I right, dudes? Yeah, fucking hell.
Into left 2.
There's a reason I'm allowed to speak like this, and that's because on the internet you can't see my face, so you can't actually
Into left 3.
tell if I'm being serious or not. I don't know why these people are on the side of the road. I can't see fucking shit, mate. I don't know how much you can see through your fucking kaleidoscope and your 2002 Nokia camcorder. But, yeah, no. You can't really tell if I'm being serious or not, so that's always good. I actually, to be fair, I play it up a little bit, but I really don't know what the hell a Tech 9 is. I don't listen to modern rap, because I mean, he was pretty good in that song, but in general, modern rap's a bit shit. Which I know isn't like a controversial opinion. Yeah. So, like, I'm going to sit here and go, back in my day, we had Tupac, because
50, left 3.
I think Tupac was dead before I was born, and Biggie... Actually, no, Biggie died slightly after. He was born in January 97, so... Might have even been the same month, actually. I swear Biggie was March.
And finish.
A lot of stuff happened in 97. Wow, that was a fucking time sink of a rally, wasn't it? I don't really care. Again, you know, this rally's throwaway. It really is. Although apparently I was really slow. Maybe I should have turned the brightness up on the old TV, but never mind. We'll see what we can claw back in the next round. We're 5th, currently. Although, apparently, yeah, Fort Driver's well down there, so... 58 seconds. If we can catch Mäkinen, I'll be amazed, but, we'll see. Final stage, final rally, let's go. Okay, it's the final stage of the final rally with the professional difficulty.
1, go.
And, the final run-out of the Hyundai. It's the final proper run out. It's still a night stage, but thankfully it's a slightly brighter night stage. It's a lot like the night stage we had in Sweden, where it was just sort of red sky. So I'll actually discuss. Don't worry, I'm going to discuss sort of thoughts on the game and stuff like that in the credits, which is going to roll after this. So I didn't play them out last time around because I knew I'd come through the game again, but you know.
100 caution,
So
over jump.
I think I'll leave that all for now. But for now, let's try and focus on the rally. You do actually have to focus a fair bit on this rally, because if you don't, you're going to get swallowed up like that. Yeah, I don't think. What did I say? 10 seconds to Mäkinen or something like that. I doubt we're going to be able to do that. Or maybe we will actually. I mean, I don't know how slow they were for the last few stages, but it is kind of weird because I swear they do slow down in night stages. I could be wrong, or that could just be a normal difficulty thing, and I just haven't played a. You know, I haven't been that bad at the last few night stages. But that stage 4 is brutal. That is a properly brutal little stage. That one. because it really is pitch black. Again, sort of setting you up more for what WRC 2 would have in store with their night stages, because their night stages are just as bad. Problem is as well with that stage that it does go on forever. It's a really long stage, that one, so yeah, can't say I had too much fun driving in that one, I'll be honest. Left 350 into right 450 into left right 450 50 50 150 60 75 up the down in the heavenly ride. Fortunately the stage isn't that long. Well, I'd say that it's actually relatively long for this game, but okay, 4 seconds. 4 seconds, 9 seconds, but you know, we're in 4th. I'm not even that tired today, I'll be honest. I actually felt quite, I feel pretty good, you know. I discovered the fact that I've been using my microphone wrong. Yeah. Not a great couple of days, but you know, gotta carry on, gotta finish the WRCs at least, yeah. Gotta do right by this series because I've enjoyed it quite a bit. That was very lucky there not to get tangled up in the whole foresty bit. Again, I'm just losing time in these stages. I don't quite know, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not accepting I'm the quickest or anything like that. I just don't quite accept the fact that I'm 9 seconds behind. It's ludicrous. So, apparently the Hyundai or the Subaru, I can't really recommend, well, Subaru unless you've got burns at the wheel. I can't really recommend for Rally Great Britain either, so, yeah. Now you know, I guess. Use something different if you're gonna do this rally. Are we gonna be at least green for that final ah yes, there we go, a green sector to finish the game off with. So let's see how that actually puts us in this whole thing. Well, that was our quickest rally run through, and that was the quickest we've done that stage, so that was good. Of course, can't save the game because that's the final bit. So we did get our 3rd place. We got 4 points. We were 23 seconds down on Carlos Sainz and 1 minute and 3 down on Richard Burns. Then Tommy Mäkinen just behind us. Marcus Gronholm and Armin Schwartz rounds that off. Gets a point for Skoda. Marco Mime wasn't useless in that rally. Kenneth Eriksson was. So the final driver standing then, Alistair McRae, 120 points, beat Carlos Sainz by 57 points, I think that is. 67. My maths is weird. Oh wow, Carlos Sainz and Mäkinen actually tied. I've only just noticed that. That's incredible. So those two are joint runners-up, followed by Richard Burns, who gets the full 10 points. Ford driver gets 20 points. Marcus Gronholm, thanks to that finish in Great Britain, does finally move up to 6, which is a bit weird considering he was the champion in 2000 and in 2002, but never mind. Then we got Delacour, Oriol, Loix, Ericsson, Jones Benizzi, Toshi Arai, Rovenper, Aaron Schwartz got another point, which bumps up to 14th. Peter Solberg's down there with 2 points. Thomas Radstorm has 1 point. I could have swore he had 2, but never mind. And then Marco Martin, Bruno Ferri, Philip Boglaski, Jesus, and Piero all get the least amount of points. I think it's fitting that a Hyundai driver is both the best and the worst. We filled out the most important positions on the grid. And we have, of course, won the Constructors. 132 points. Ford's got 81 points, which is 51 points down on us. I'm sorry, my maths doesn't work at this time of night, apparently. I used to be really good at maths, can you believe it? 70 points for Mitsubishi, 52 points for Subaru, 21 points for Peugeot, 8 points for Skoda, and no points for Citroën. So there we go, the WRC 2001 season results. Alistair McRae, 120 points, Hyundai, 132 points. And there we go, we are the World Rally Championship winners. I don't remember this screen last time around, but apparently it happened. So here are the credits where we get to see a good amount of WRC action going on in the background, which I always like to see. There's a Ford with its bonnet coming off, there's the Hyundai, Giles Benizzi, a Subaru. I was supposed to talk about how much I like the game, but instead I'm going to admire the cutscene going on here. So yeah, that's not exactly the end. What a dickhead. Oh, Toyota, they're not in this game. Anyways, that is the end of WRC 1 in terms of the career mode. There's not all that much left to go at this game, but there is still a few little bits and bobs I've got to show off. So yeah, but in terms of the actual career modes, that is the end of this. It's been pretty fun. I enjoyed playing through this game twice. It is a lot easier than the next few WRC games. It does have to be said. The first game, a little bit rough around the edges, you know, there's some physics issues with the whole cars rolling over is a little bit strange. And yeah, the handling itself does feel a little bit slidey, very, very arcadey. But it's good fun, and I would probably recommend picking this one up. The next few games definitely do improve on what this game did, but if you want sort of a fun arcade game to play that's actually relatively casual friendly, you know, it's not massively difficult, then this is definitely a great game to go ahead and pick up, especially considering it's incredibly cheap. And if you are an American, it is the only WRC game you can play on the PlayStation 2, so I hope you like it. But yeah, no, it's actually pretty good. The music's good, the gameplay's good. It's a decent amount of challenge when it needs to be on the professional difficulty. You know, not overly challenging, but you definitely need to at least semi-know what you are doing. Good cutscenes, good sound design, all the rest of it. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And of course, like I said, I will be playing through as many of these games as I can. There's 5 of them in total. Oh, that's the end. It just ends abruptly. Yeah, I'll be playing through as many of these as we can. So that'll be fun. So those are my overall thoughts on the game. I liked it. I hope you liked it. I know this doesn't get quite as many views as your Forza Motorsport 4s and stuff. This is more one for me personally, but you know, I've got to do something for me occasionally. I liked it. I hope you liked it, the people who've watched along with us. But anyways, it's not quite the end. As I said, we've still got some other things to cover in this game. Actually, let's just have a quick check. We've unlocked all but one bonus stage, so yeah. But the next time you see this, I will have hopefully gone through the entire game on the hard difficulty, on the for the playthrough on the TRE Extras channel, which is non-commentary, which you can watch if you like. So yeah, once I've done that, I'll meet you back here, and we will have a quick look at the WRC Challenge, which is an interesting little option here that isn't in the North American version, to my knowledge. So I figured I'll show it off. So yeah, join us for that next time. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, farewell.
You know what I'm saying. The sorrow that my heart holds in knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going. I won't let you play. Got up in a wall that you are not part of. Eyes on the slit of your front.